Okay, so this is the weekly review video that I'm doing. So I'd like to go through interest rate and the index and some focus list as usual. So firstly, by looking at interest rate, this is a US 10-year. What I notice is that, well, looking at US 10-year, TBT, TMV, look at this sharp angle. It's unbelievable. It's coming down so fast. It's 10 years 3.9% level, right on a 200 DMA in the monthly chart. And what I notice is that I just do not see this sharp angle. Oh, this is kind of similar, but this is more gradual, right? It's going so sharply down here. Look at TMT, TBT, and TMB. It's more obvious, and consistently I'm thinking about what these are trying to tell me. Most likely I think it's indicating potential recession scenario. uh, it's more of the flight to safety move in my mind, but US economy is still strong. Unemployment rate is 3.7%, and consumption is relatively still good. I think that the PCE inflation or some sort of number came out yesterday, and it was contracting. So that's another sign. But anyway, we need to keep watching. Okay, so let's go next. This is a USD index. UP is went down and going sideways. HYG moving up, pretty good. Put call ratio, it's pretty low. And VIX went sharply higher this week, but it's coming down lower. We had a bit scary drop in the market 2 days ago, and it's said to be that it was caused by zero DTE, right? But anyway, I think that that can be just a short-term market hiccup or something. So I'm not too much worrying about it at this moment. And I see the junk bond moving high. So despite that hiccup the other day, market looks stable so far. Okay, let's go to the index. Okay, NYC composite moving high. Nasdaq 2, QQQ. Well, the QQQ is at the key level. It's trying to reach the 48.71, the previous high. And if it goes higher, it can go all-time high. It's trying now, but still needs some more work. And when some major index like QQQ is hitting such a key level, I watch carefully, because if this goes up a little bit and start to turn and go down, that's another sign of weakness. So that's why I'm watching QQQ especially more carefully. Okay, let's go next. QQEW looking pretty good, going sideways a little bit. Look at it, this is a beautiful cup with handle. It's forming. Same as SP 500, SPY the same. So overall, setups are bullish, mostly looking like they're forming a cup or cup with handle. So look at this. Even the IWM, it's pretty much going sideways now, but this can be a cup. See, this can be a cup, and it maybe formed a handle and trying to break out now. So mostly looking good. Gold miners is trying to go up a little bit. Looks like it formed a cup, or maybe inverse head and shoulder, and try to break out the neckline. So this is also looking good. USO, well, it's generally speaking, it's going lower, and today it went a little bit lower, but the weekly basis is snapping back a little bit. Yeah, but mostly sideways. So U.S. oil can looks like it can pick up a little bit more from now on. So that means the rate of inflation going down may be decelerating at the moment, but it's going in the right direction. But still the speed can be slower. That's my feeling so far. Okay, the copper play. You know what? Today I actually sold the SCCO today because I saw in some Twitter that the copper is now at the overbought level, and I saw this. Uh, it went a little bit down with a stronger volume, so that's why I sold SCCO. I made a good amount of money, so it was good. So natural gas is trying to bounce a little bit, but generally speaking, it's still in the downtrend. SMH, the semiconductor, so it basically broke the cup with the handle and going high now, so looking good. But this is partly why I still own the TSMC. Well, we'll look at it later on in the focus list. Okay. So regional bank, it looks like it's consolidating a short term, but overall looking good. Gold is trying to reach the 193 level, not 194 level, and if this starts to go higher and higher, that's to me another sign of a flight to safety. So I need to be careful about that. DBC, nothing much, mostly oil. Wheat generally going down, corn same, soybeans sideways. The transport is also coming up pretty strongly too. It has more work to do until reaching the 282 level, but it's looking good so far. So, and the retail is going up pretty good. And agri products went down this week. Almost like almost looks like a chart is broken. Went down suddenly, so it's a good sign for the inflation. Okay, and the growth is looks like it's running high, pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it so far. Okay, let's go to the focus list. So the Vertex reached the 200 DMA, this red line. It's trying to bounce higher, so this may be a good entry point. In hindsight, I didn't enter, but okay, spot is being consolidating a little bit. CrowdStrike going sideways or nice consolidation is showing. Corn main looking good. Trex also. TGLS, sure it's looking good. Another one. The Nike went down hard, minus 11%. So I saw the. Let me see. We can just check the. Not this one. The earning whisper page. Earnings whisper. I usually check the earnings result briefly by using this website. Okay, Nike. It says Nike beat expectation. Reported earnings $1.03 per share on the revenue of 13.39 billion, and the forecast, the consensus was 84 cents, right? So it beat the earning consensus, and also the revenue was 30.37, and they beat again 30.39. So this being a good earning result. Is there any let me see, guidance as well? So it expects the third quarter revenue to be slightly below 12.39 billion, and now expects the 2024 revenue approximately 51.73 billion. Okay, the previous guidance was 53.78. Okay, so this is revised lower, and the current consensus estimate is 12.95. This again was sort of revised lower, so guidance was lower, weaker. That probably did it. I tried to listen to the earning calls as well, and I was kind of hearing that Nike was, you know, say their ass kicked by On and some other new shoemakers, and they are trying to, how do I say, cost cut a little bit more, so that they can be more competitive or something like that. So that's basically lower guidance did it. But that was pretty big swing, so I been kind of surprised about it. But anyway, okay. But still, On is going down too. So maybe it can be that it's showing the sign of a weaker consumption around the sports equipment and apparel products. Maybe. I don't know. But okay, TFC Regional Bank going high, pretty good. Vertex, I mean, no, this chart is looking pretty strong. I may play it. It's reaching to the what is this like? I think it's a 10-day 10-day MA probably, but looking good. So maybe this can be a good entry point. IoT also is trying to so it's being supported by 10-day DMA, 10-day MA. So it looks good. Maybe good entry. Now going sideways. Snow also. Well, at this moment, at this point, all the professional traders is off. They are pretty much gone for Christmas holiday at this moment. So the market will be pretty thin toward the end of the year. But we may still have the Santa Claus rally. So that's why I'm looking at it. Akamaimoney.com, this can be a good entry. Flavio sideways, ASML sideways, AMD looking good, Mobile Eye. Looks like the Mobile Eye trying to do something, I mean, I can probably draw a line like this, and it's trying to break out. It's failing, but it can go higher from here. GitLab looking good. Weatherford, it's negative minus 1.42%. So I think it's lower consumption number that we had today is influencing or something like that. Probably that's probably it. TransTime going sideways, looking good. It's a high tide flag. ALB, well, it's trying to break out today, and came back a little bit. What looks good now is plus 3%. It made monthly basis is plus 23%. So this is coming back, obviously, but it's a lithium name. So basically a commodity product, right? So commodity is usually very volatile. So I'm still watching. It's going sideways. Maybe can pull back to the 50 DMA, and that will be better entry point. I think need to wait some pullback. Okay, Autodesk. I actually made an entry today for Autodesk because it was looking good, going sideways, making a nice price action, and you see, it's went up, going above the previous highs now, and I thought it can go higher. That's why I made an entry. Okay, TDW. Pretty much the sideways, but it's been going high, so it needs to breathe a little. And OII actually made an entry this week, and I added today because it's trying to challenge the 50 DMA, and made a little bit of pullback, so I added a little bit here. And the weekly chart is looking good, right? So, okay, maybe the oil can doesn't probably spike, but can go gradually a little bit higher. And I'm seeing some news around the Red Sea. Somebody shooting the tankers and right the container ships. So that's why the oil and some energy name can pick up. That's what I thought. Okay, SLB going sideways, looks good. Coast, it's going really vertical now. I think this is a normal pullback, taking some profits. Okay, VNO consolidating a little. EGO, AGI, AM, gold names. Relatively speaking, going good. I mean, this got a good volume. So, yeah, looks like a, inverse head and shoulder pattern and trying to break the neckline here. So looking good. This also. AM. Okay, silver name. Silver. Silver, this is a AG, First Majestic Silver. I think this name is still EPS negative, if I'm understanding correctly. So I'm checking the number here, right? It's negative, so I usually prefer to play something that's EPS positive. So when I'm doing my screening, I almost always, remove remove out by the screen the names that are having a negative EPS. That's just my preference. So, okay. Now, where was I looking at? Silver, right? So let's go back to the silver. Okay. Franco Nevada gold royalty. Yeah, it's coming back a little bit. Elf, it's pulling back, but I think this is normal pullback. But this pin, this around here, was a good entry. Looking back in hindsight, so it reached the 200 DMA, and that was the entry. But I missed it completely. But anyway, I miss things all the time. So okay, SCCO. This is the one I sold today, because it's been trying to reach. It closed above 87.59. So it's looking good. Now it's all-time high. So maybe if this doesn't pull back, I may enter one more time, because this looks like inverted head and shoulder. But in some Twitter I saw the copper is now overbought situation. So need to look, keep watching. Okay, Vale going high. Looks like it's forming, a symmetrical triangle. So this can go both ways. Caterpillar, this one I have at the moment is going strongly high, so looking good. I'm keeping it. Text, similar. Taiwan Semi, this one I still own. I think it's looks like a good consolidation. So 3 days ago we had this hiccup, but the volume is not volume was not that high, so I'm ignoring that action. Weekly looks still good. Cup and forming a little bit handle here and trying to break now. Okay. So gold, platinum. From the IPO name, I think this GE Healthcare looks like it's forming a nice chart pattern here. That's why I'm still looking. This looks like this can run. YPF going sideways, consolidating, is forming a high tide flag. CVS going high, monthly basis plus 15%. Oli went to 200 DMA, now trying to kind of bounce a little bit. See, looks like it's trying to bounce. I entered the CPA Dow early this week, but 3 days ago when it pulled back, and on the next day I dropped them because I thought that that drop was actually sort of at that time that was a kind of sign of economical weakness in the future, but it doesn't look like that, so I may re-enter later. I'm just watching for now for airlines. Okay. Usually, I don't really play very well the airline names. As soon as I enter, it starts to drop. So maybe me and airline thing doesn't match very well. Okay, so I covered pretty much all these three, and it's been the end toward the end of the year. So I just wanted to say something in addition. Well, the reason why I started this YouTube channel is to show my own method that I found by basically using a MarketSmith and doing some research and play the market. But I think that it's important to find the method that fits your brain and trading by using the amount that fits your comfort level. And that's what I'm doing now. And I realized that important so badly this year. And I joined in some investing community, and that was more fundamentally oriented and value investing oriented, because I'm also a big fan of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger and Howard Marks and those value investors. They look into each name in very detail and grasp the business fundamentals so deeply, and they make a bet. And I wanted to do that by learning from somebody who's really good at this. But I've been trying to practice that over what now probably more than 2 years. But I realized that my brain is not really built for doing the fundamental analysis. I try to read Tenke and the financial papers and company presentation and so on and so forth. But I'm really not good at math, honestly speaking. So I read numbers, but all those papers looks like just a bunch of numbers lined up, and doesn't tell me anything. And I forget everything after reading. So I can't really compare what I have just read and to some other competitors, companies. I just cannot capture the businesses in my mind by reading the numbers. So that's what I found. I'm not suited for doing the fundamental analysis. So I just needed to find different ways, and that's why that's how I found my own method using iPad version of MarketSmith and desktop version of MarketSmith. And so what I'm trying to say is that there are various different ways to make money in the market, and I am finding just a fragment of the market move that I focus on, and I play where I feel comfortable playing. So that's rather important. That's what I felt. So that's why I'm trying to express this point. And okay, so what's another thing that's important to me is that I'm not really good at holding names that are going against me. I want my name to have some profit right after my entry. So I make entry and I make profit right away, and I stay in play as long as I'm making profit. Profit is on. And so the price action goes against me. Just in case it goes against me inversely, then I start to cut loss immediately. For example, currently I'm still playing the Lyoto. Let's see the chart, for example.
でこれで自分のカードを持っとる分ができる。
So this is Lee, right? So I think I'm pretty much like 9%. At the 9% loss or something, I entered maybe around here 36 even or somewhere around that. And I keep holding, but it's going down, right? So this week somewhere around here I cut 1/3. And today also I cut 1/3. And now my position is very, very small. So it's as small as even if my the price goes half, for example, I still am okay completely. And I'm looking, and if the price start to bounce around here, it's 31.43 point. If this starts to bounce, then I add it back. That's my plan. So basically, what I do is that I keep my name, I keep the position as long as I'm making money. And if the play goes, start to go against me, then I cut loss immediately. And usually not all at once, but I cut 1/3 and cut another 1/3, and I make the position very, very small and let it swim and see where it goes. Sometimes, because I saw that it went below this trend line, and I saw it went to this 200-day line. That's where I cut one time. This is where I cut another, and now I'm seeing if this goes to 31 point. This is price range, the floor level. So that's how I play. That's basically I'm showing you how I'm doing it, and the reason why is that there are various ways to play it, and this is one play, the one of the method out there that I'm doing. That's the whole purpose of my channel. So okay, and I still think that in my method, in my own methodology, cutting loss is really important. Keep the loss small, because the profit equals it's a gain minus loss. That's what I keep in my pocket. So that's why I tried, for me to try to make money in my own methodology, I need to make the gain larger and make the loss small. That's how I played. And I'm still, for another note, I'm still a learner. My method is not complete in my mind, and I'm still trying to improve day by day, week by week. And I'm relatively new to this game. I started, having this investment journey since the late 2019, and this is my end of the 4th year, so I'm still learning. That's why so far I used a small amount of money out of my whole entire asset by putting the majority of my money I have into the interest-bearing bank account so far. And I think I'm finding my own methodology that's comfortable to me. So that's why my next step is to scale in my position. That's next things that I need to practice. So it's been a little bit of a summary of where I am and what I am doing right now. So I hope that's a little bit more clear for everyone. Well, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.